Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll run it from the gun. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. He'll start this drive going to the air. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Got room on the return. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that.
He's in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure all over the quarterback and down. At the 24.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks as if he's going to run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
And the Cyclones are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Hall will throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The give to the single back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
The Cyclones need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Cyclones! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know,
he's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll try the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Hall to go up top. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down.
And the returner goes down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Rides to back and leaves it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. That's caught. It's sticky. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He makes the catch along the sidelines, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. Third down coming up.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here comes the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Hall will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, it's a fumble. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Iowa State sending the offense back out. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's moving out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. Makes the catch at the 20. bounds at the 20, and just like that, from their own territory to the red zone. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Clear. Clear.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Throws to the wideout. Got it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Iowa State. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give on the option. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He makes a catch. Into the end zone for a touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Hall to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. Punts it out of the air. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hall will throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. It's caught. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's sticky. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, still looking. Snatches it on the run. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
It's complete. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Hall to go up top. Under fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Third down coming up.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Might be changing the route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
By the receiver.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Going to sling it on second down. He's got him in the flat. And it's in there for a touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision.
There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense, but you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. That's a fly. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these